Hello guys, now let's talk about the Lab 1, Task 2. In this task, you will let the user type their investment information and get the result, which is the initial investment. So by doing so, you need 1 form, 5 buttons, 7 text box and labels. And first of all, the text box and the labels in the portfolio summary should be invisible unless you click the club summary. So for the text box and label in this place, you need to hide those places unless the user clicks the club summary. So by doing so, you can just manually change it. For example, if you click the label here and go to the property, you will see the visible. Change the true into the false, and then you will hide the label. You can do it the same way to hide the text box. Next one, you should create the several variables with the appropriate types. For example, if I create the variable which related to the investor name, it should be string. If I declare the investment goal, it should be the decimal. If I create the in terms of year, it should be integer. And next one, by click the calculate button, you need to calculate the initial investment by using this formula. The PV is the initial investment, which is our final result. The FV is the investment goal, and the rate is the growth rate, and term is the terms in the year. And for the rate, if I using the 5 as a growth rate, for example, if I type 5 here, the rate in this formula should be 0.05 because it's 5%. Next one, each time the user clicks the calculate, initial investment will display in the text box. It will display here, and the value will be accumulated into the total investment. Also, you need to add the 1 to the number of investment. Even it is hide, you still need to calculate the total initial investment and the number of investment. And each time you calculate the initial investment. And next one, when you show the initial investment, you need to set up the $sign in the front of the initial investment with 2 decimal places. For example, it looks like this. By choosing this kind of the form, you can use this 3 kind of methods. It's common to use the third one. So it is the format bracket of your variables, comma, and 2 double quotation with $sign and 0.00. Next one, if the user click portfolio summary, the text box and labels in portfolio summary should be visible. So you need to manually show the label and text box in the portfolio summary. So you can just type, for example, label 1, they are visible, is equal to true. Text box 1, they are visible, is equal to true, to show the label 1 and text box 1. If the user clicks clear input, then all initial input will be clear. So make sure if you click the clear input, you need to clear these 3 text boxes: the investment goal, terms in years, and the growth rate. If the user clicks new investor, all variables and text box should be clear. So make sure when the user clicks new investor, you should clear all text box value and the variables you declared. And also you need to hide the portfolio summary. By doing so, you can still use the, for example, label 1, they're visible, is equal to false. Text box 1, they're visible, is equal to false to hide your label 1 and text box 1. Finally, make sure you create the exit button to exit the program. That's all for the task 2. So let's run this code. Okay, let me type my name. and the investment goal will be 1,000 and 1 year, and growth rate is 5%. So let's calculate. So the result should be this one. And if I click input and input another value, like the 2,000, and year is 2, and the growth rate is 10, and then I calculate again, it gives me a different value. If I click club summary, it will summarize my investment information. Because I investment twice, so it will combine my first investment and the second investment. That's why it's 2,600. And because I investment twice, so the number of investments will be 2. If I click clear input, it will click my initial input. If I click new investor, so it will click all text box value and the variables. So and then hide the portfolio summaries. So it looks like this. If I click exit, it will exit my program. So that's all for the Lab 2 task 2.